Hey guys, this is Mr. 8 Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be on an old-fashioned vintage movie that first came out way back in 1940, and this was actually one of the earliest black and white films released by Paramount. And of course, I recently heard about this movie just like ever since yesterday, and the movie I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be on Christmas in July. Christmas in July is a black and white vintage film released by Paramount in 1940. And I recently discovered this film on YouTube like last night. And so I watched it there on YouTube because it's just like some random person probably like uploaded it to YouTube like in September of 2021 last year. So I watched it, and so the story of Christmas in July goes like this. When the co-workers of Jimmy McDonald, played by Dick Powell, when the co-workers of Jimmy McDonald play a prank and trick him into thinking that he's won the grand prize money in a slogan contest for a coffee company, he is thrilled and makes plans to marry his sweetheart, Betty Casey. To everyone's surprise, the coffee company owner, Dr. Maxford, also falls for the prank and awards the prize check to Jimmy. Eventually, the ruse is discovered, jeopardizing Jimmy and Betty's newfound happiness. And of course, we got ourselves the movie Christmas in July. So, this movie, Christmas in July, was actually based on a play, which I'm sure most of you guys never knew about it. And I'm sure most of you guys have never even heard of this movie until now, since I'm reviewing it. But Christmas in July this movie was actually based on an old-fashioned play called A Cup of Coffee. And like I said, this was actually one of the earliest black and white vintage movies that was released by Paramount. And this is actually way back in the old days when runtimes were very short, back in the old days before 2-hour and 3-hour runtimes existed. Because this is kind of a very short movie, but it's not really considered like a short film, like 4 minutes. No, not like that. Because this movie's actually like an hour and 7 to 8 minutes, so it's kind of a very short movie when you watch it. But of course, it's still like an hour runtime. Of course, like it's only like an hour and 8 minutes, like an hour and 7 to 8 minutes. So this movie didn't have that much long of a runtime because, like I said, this is one of the old-fashioned earliest vintage movies that had one of the shortest runtimes, like even way before 2-hour and 3-hour runtimes existed. And the humor in this movie I thought was pretty funny too. I chuckled and laughed at a few parts. And the acting itself I thought was pretty good too. Like I'm not really familiar with most of the actors who are in this movie, but of course, I gotta say, Dick Powell and Ellen Drew, like the two main actors who play Jimmy and Betty, I thought they both did a good job in this film. Like Dick Powell and Ellen Drew. Yeah, I just thought their acting performances I thought were good, and everybody else in the movie did a good job as well. And plus, Christmas in July was actually directed by Preston Sturges, and he also wrote this movie too. And yeah, so yeah, because I gotta say, pretty much everything about this movie is very good, and also an awesome vintage movie as well. Despite its flaws here and there, despite its so-called flaws here and there, I still think A Christmas in July is an awesome vintage movie. So overall, Christmas in July was definitely, like I said, awesome, and I'm gonna give Christmas in July 4.5 out of 5 stars. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, then I say I recommend it for sure. Because it doesn't really matter if you watch it whether it's in July or occasionally June or August and plus the main point, guys, is that you don't have to watch Christmas movies during December, because you can watch whatever you want. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Christmas in July. It's not on demand. I couldn't find it on demand, and it's not any streaming service like Paramount Plus, HBO Max, or Peacock. because it was on YouTube. So there you have it. And plus, there's also DVD releases of Christmas in July as well. Because I think one time I actually looked it up. There was actually a DVD version that was released by Universal. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, I recommend checking out Christmas in July if you haven't yet. And there you have it. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Christmas in July. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.